other kumekuwa na some players who became captain
at a very tender age.
Pretty low. Kama Neymar was what, 22?
Yeah, at 22 he was the captain. But you see how
Ronaldo Pia
with
Portugal.
Yeah, and I am saying there's this crop of players that I mentioned earlier, the likes of Luis Figo and Zidane, they were matured. So their kind of captaincy was a bit ilikuwa successful compared to these guys who were met earlier. Because basically, what would you say of Neymar's reign as a captain for Brazil?
Well, they won the Olympic gold medal. So on Monday, some guys waliamua kuingia kwa shamba ya Uhuru huko hivyo
huko
Northlands. Man, guys made away with what do they call this breed of sheep? And you know the blackhead, dopers or something. So here guys they were selling it for
1,000
for like 1,000 bob, but in
kienda sana ilikuwa
1,000 or 2,000, but in real sense it's like that thing costs about 40,000 upwards, at least 200,000.
So hizi nilikuwa nasikia some rumors mahali au nye waliziiba wamezipeleka kwao, zingine mazezi na kufa njaa wanazipea maganda ndizi, na hizo ni cool kids.
So I also saw a video, ni kama kulikuwa na wase walikuwa wameza, like maybe it's an old video, I'm not really sure, but ni kama wanashika wase that walikuwa kwa niseme aje, that were involved, like wase wameenda home back to their villages, and ni kama wamekamatwa.
Wase wenye walikuwa wamekuwa alleged to have been transported to
but inaweza kuwa maybe it's an old video, I'm not really sure what's going on
right now. I think to go in that situation where people are desperate for whatever happened, so wase wote tu wanakam na information pretending that they know what happened. So all videos zinaweza resurface. In fact saizi mkionekana mko kwa hata ukionekana kuna videos ulitake kushago yenu, yani kuchunga mbuzi zako wanaweza kukamia wasema ulikuwa Northlands.
Funny story. Man.
Yeah, but haiko picha poa lakini.
No, it was not. Even what happened that night in Kibera.
And
but there's a reaction that can actually ruin a country and take it back to the path 2007 to 2008.
Yeah, that route can easily plunge us into chaos. Yeah, because it's ikikuwa ni you are retaliating based on what I did to you, then we can easily find ourselves waking up to chaos every morning because someone does something to you and you are revenging evil someone else anakuja na kuback up. So I think, man,
back and forth that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Oh man, Kenya. Anyways, Kenya played Iran this week.
Yeah.
And in the first half I felt like this is the best kind of football in Kenya ishawahi cheza.
Man, unajua mimi
in the first half.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, bro, this is Kenya playing. I mean, just 4 months ago or 3, this team, Iran, was in the World Cup.
Yeah, Iran
licheza poa.
Ni one of the best teams in the Middle East, by the Asia. Yeah, wamecheza poa sana. I think your first half.
I think they're the highest ranking, if I'm not wrong.
From that
that federation.
Asia.
So I'm like, hey man, we are playing well against this team. I mean, bro, we were cooking them. Like our goosey ball inapigwa, you can see good movement. I mean, nice touches. We were passing the ball around, moving them out of the position. Hadi tukakona chances, like another one. Olunga ameenda, instead of passing the ball akaamua kushoot huko. Like, okay man, okay sawa. Then he made it up with another goal before the break. Went out, came back, then bro, matasi. Ametoka kwa dressing room kama amepaka blue band kwa gloves. Well, I think we should.
But from siwezi kuwa harsh sana kwa Kenya. Like I would simply say, man, they did their best because we know Iran.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They played well.
They played well, and they're one of the best teams in that region. So Harambee Stars, I would simply say they need. That's the way. they need to be there now. Whatever they played well in the first half, and they have to build from there. Wachana in the second half. They have to build from first half and benchmark based on that performance. Then I think kusipokuwa na vitu zingine kama ile siasa ya kawaida which we are used to.
I think I said it in a previous episode, and I said this coach Firat, maybe from how he performed the other time, forget about the results and but how you could see how the team was playing. I'm like, okay, now we might actually build a team with this guy.
Exactly.
For the future.
For the future, and need patience. It also needs some investment in the players. Now, kuacha siasa mob. Also, let this guy do his job.
Yeah, right. Also, a few things need to be pointed out. Like, before that goal. I mean, before it was a free kick, yeah? I mean, look how, I'm not sure who that player was closest to the guy mwenye aliyekiwa ball, then he scored from akileta cross, then bahati mbaya kwa vidole za matasi, bahati mbaya, then became a goal. But what was that guy doing? I mean, an opponent is here, you're ahead of the opponent, na ni moja, unaona? I mean, at least you should be in line with the other defenders. Like, so wakati ball napigwa, then you're in a better chance to cover.
Mimi niliona kama ali switch off kidogo. His concentration.
Of course. I mean, you cannot do that.
You cannot do that in a
game kama hiyo.
Kama hiyo, exactly. Ali switch off kidogo, and that's when everything went south.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we need to improve from that.
Yeah.
I like what we are doing. I like what we are doing. I mean, we should. I mean, more of that. I like Amos Nondi. That boy, I think that was like in 2016.
Yeah.
For one season with ule coach alikuwa anaitwa Zimaria.
Zimaria.
But I like that coach. The kind of football walikuwa wanacheza that time, plus the team ilikuwa kina Eric Marcelo, Amos Nondi, young players at the time. Olunga, Amos Nondi was playing in the midfield, but now ni anacheza as a right back. I like it.
I think that's kind of versatility that is needed there.
Yeah. I mean, for a team, like if you're a coach, your team is all about possession, the possession game. Having a midfielder playing as a fullback, ni very easy.
Inakuanga advantageous.
Advantage because size pia ukiangalia pia coaches right now are trying to come up with this
inverted
to play with inverted fullback. So wakati unaweza ingia and have the midfielders attacking high up the pitch, so these guys can occupy the midfield areas. And if you're a good passer, you're comfortable on the ball, itakuwa very easy for you to fit in.
Exactly.
Itakuwa very easy to fit in. So Amos Nondi, I like what he's doing. Good player, man. We have a team for the future. We just need to focus on the youth. I think this time, tuangalie like the up and coming keepers. Who do we have? So let's nurture that. So at least in the coming years, then we can compete with the big African teams. I think we can.
Yeah, it's I think right now vile kesi anani imetoka.
Niliona kesi imeisha.
Kesi imeisha. So
what was it? 38 million fraud or something?
Yeah, ilikuwa kesi ya fraud. Yeah.
But are you surprised?
Let's not go into details. But now that case imeisha, I think he needs to, whatever the dream that he had for the federation and the national team and the league, firstly anafaa angalia national team, because most clubs apart from funding, these major teams zenye zina feed the national team wako well off. So at the end of the day it will be,
I don't think so actually.
Not most teams, but
actually ukiangalia even the Kenya Premier League, very few teams that can actually sustain themselves.
Yeah, very few teams, but these few teams
because hata saizi wacha nikate kidogo tu.
Okay.
Nimeona teams in the National Super League, they are required to pay 10,000 shillings to the referee before the match. Yeah, match fee.
That's too much.
10,000 bob. To the referees. Wakati these clubs are actually struggling
even to
honor the match fixes, for transportation and
traveling.
And other logistics. I mean,
those are some of the things that I was saying Mwendwa needs to check on, because basically you cannot have a stable national team when your clubs are struggling.
Yeah, it's true.
Because he needs to at least make a conducive environment for funding to comes in, sponsorship deals, because he needs to do one or two things to make sure that the league is in a stable position. Because for investors to come into the league, they must be assured.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, hakuna mtu anataka kuinvest kwa team iko na chaos. So basically it doesn't need to lose it. And for these teams zikikuwa in a good position, then basically it would get quality players who can play for the national team. Yeah, so I think the buck starts with him.
As you said. I have nothing more to add on to that. So now back to the international football. Let's see what's happening out there now. So Conte, first of all, this week we had it was the international break.
Yeah.
And Spain lost to Scotland. I don't know what you feel about how Scotland is using Scott McTominay right now in an advanced position. I mean,
yeah, but I think
Mabao,
the guy has 4 goals in 2 matches.
So maybe do you think now that Eric Sevenhag anaweza kuwa nafikiria that anze kubadilisha Scott where he's playing him right now, maybe move him, push him forward kidogo, but see how that's gonna work.
I think for the past few seasons we have seen McTominay playing deep or even in the center of the field.
Yeah, deeper kiasi,
but still kuna some few moments ameweza ku scored some few crucial goals. Because it is his natural instincts to score goals, but this thing has been built on his youth. You know, when he was playing in the under 18 for Manchester United, he was a striker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, alikuwa anavaa jersey 9. He used to be a striker for youth team.
But kuvaa jersey 9 doesn't mean anything.
Okay, like I'm putting it literally. He used to be a number 9.
Yeah? Arsenal used to have William Gallas wearing the number 10 shirt. Bro.
Okay, if I was to reason like that, kuna mtu alishaiva 88. Alikuwa nje. But I'm just saying, just saying is the guy alikuwa striker, youth. So he still got that instinct to find himself in the right position at the right time, and he also finishes off. So I'm not shocked that he's scoring goals, by the way. I'm not shocked.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now England's captain, Harry Kane. Now kijana is he's on what, 50
no, it's 55.
55.
Yeah, 55.
Okay.
Alikuwa ametie with Rooney before going for international break at 53.
Okay.
Yeah, and for those 2 matches, single match each
so
goal.
Right now he's on 52 goals. 55
goals. 55.
And England's to all-time top
scorer, yeah.
Without a trophy.
Yeah, without a trophy, man.
This guy needs to move. Up.
Even at a club level, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what do you think about that? Because it doesn't add up.
Well, mimi naweza sema that the guy ameamua kuwa loyal to the club, that is Spurs. But he was almost moving last season to City.
Yeah.
But there's no way William Levy is selling him to City.
By the way, we discussed it here.
Yeah.
And I told you guys, dealing a Levy is one of the hardest things. I'm a football fan.
Is he out of the contract in the summer? I think so. He has another year.
Another year, 2024, I think.
24?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And by then he would be 31 years. So I don't think anaweza attract the same genye anaweza attract right now at 29.
Well, what's the difference? It's only 2 years. Difference in 2 years. But, Lewandowski, how old is Lewandowski right now?
He can go to a team that doesn't have the future ambition.
Come on. I think
Barcelona, maybe.
United. United, most probably. Sindo mnamtaka sana.
I think right now, at 30, he can have... At 30, anaweza kuwa... At 30, they can have the same impact Van Persie brought to Manchester United. That's what I'm thinking about it.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's
because
possible,
you guys need a striker.
Yeah, we need a striker basically. Yeah. And we might even need a short-term solution because right now Anthony Martial is injury prone and he has to prove himself. So we would need someone to fill in for...
Do you remember that clause they had contract ya Martial at Kevin Ballon d'Or?
Yeah, I remember we had it, man. It's still there, I think.
The moment you sell that guy, and the 2 club come again.
Kama alifail Sevilla on loan.
Well, hiyo time pia alikuwa bado. Shida ni mingi za injuries, but he just needs to be out of Manchester United's radar completely. Books, that is.
But I think
so that he can concentrate on other things. United, then go elsewhere.
Saizi, I don't think we have for him and Mason Greenwood.
Yeah.
Sidhani kama tuko na any other striker of that caliber who can build up play like the way Manchester United are playing under Erik ten Hag. But the thing is, can he go 10 matches without sustaining an injury? That's the question, because at the end of the day, if Martial can prove himself fit for 10 matches, sidhani kama anaweza uzwa. But right now, man, amekuwa, and that's why we have to that's why we have to watch Weghorst every now and then. Akicheza Manchester United.
Someone said the guy is moving like nani into an kama Matip. No, not Matip. Who is this center back kwa Liverpool?
Matip.
No. Yeah, Matip.
Matip.
The guy is moving like Matip
uko mbele. So not a bad guy.
Yeah, but he's good, yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Even on the ball.
Even on the ball and the switching the play.
But something is missing.
But something is missing.
Yeah.
For a striker, kuna kitu ina miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what Martial have, lakini ako injured all the time.
Well, okay. Anyways, back to Spurs.
Yeah. So hatujamalizana nao bado.
Hatujamalizana Spurs. So Conte is not coming back anymore. Maisha, and you remember that he had a rant. That's
on the players.
When was it? The last game.
The last game before the international. They threw away a 2-goal lead.
Was it 2 or 3?
2. Ilikuwa 3-1.
Yeah. Then come back.
Yeah.
Man msali alikuwa amewaka moto.
Hata kama ni wewe.
Utawaka.
Timu yako watoto ikienda hivyo.
Nice. Lakini watu hii unajua, for kids it's not about winning, it's about
enjoying the game
and them developing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
Watoto wakilose game
is kitu ya kawaida. But I think for Tottenham right now, they don't need to hurry in getting his replacement.
Right now, yeah.
Let Stellini remains until the end of the season. Then they bring in someone who will handle the transfers and start off a fresh season. That is 2023-2024.
Yeah.
I think that would be the right thing to do right now, because you would get someone in to fix this, maybe to secure the top 4.
Yeah.
And maybe might deliver it then halfway next season. I think it's not a good picture right now, because in the past 2 years they have had 4 coaches.
Well, they can't seem to help themselves from sucking coaches. Exactly. So something else.
And you remember, for Conte and Mourinho, for the past 8 seasons, in every club that they have gone in, wame managed to win a trophy.
Any club that they've managed
any club that
they've managed for over 50 matches, they've won a trophy.
They've won a trophy. Yeah, for 50 matches, they've won a trophy. Except Spurs. Yeah, they had to do it, man.
That club is cursed, man.
You remember they sacked Mourinho on the verge of an EFL final?
Yeah, against Manchester City.
Against City.
For a man who's never lost a cup final.
A cup final. That was their only chance that they had to touch a trophy. And at least not embarrass Harry Kane.
But do you honestly think when you win your game against City?
For Mourinho, I wouldn't have been surprised.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well.
For Mourinho, man, there's a way he comes out with.
Anyways, right now, if Spurs would be patient enough, but of course for them here to attract a world-class manager, they would need to wait until the summer.
Yeah, exactly.
If they will be patient, they will need to wait until the summer, get a world-class manager, or at least a very good manager.
Of course, right now they can even secure an agreement, so that manager, like let's say Nagelsmann.
Well, I was getting that. So
let's say if
you're patient enough, they can wait. But if they qualify to the Champions League, itakuwa boost for them to bring in a manager like
exactly.
Nagelsmann, who is available right now. Also Luis Enrique.
Enrique is available too.
Apparently, Luis Enrique wants to come to the Premier League at this point.
Yeah.
Interested.
I think right now the way Premier League is English Premier League has marketed itself, and it's the league for the best.
Well,
yeah, it's. I know you would disagree with me, but
no, I'm not disagreeing. It has the money. It has the money. It has everything. I mean, it's the biggest package in.
Yeah, exactly.
In league football.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone is watching the Premier League.
Yeah, true.
The numbers they get on TV, it's
enormous.
It's crazy money from the clubs. What the clubs are making in terms of revenue.
Even in terms of personal terms, it's one of the best.
Plus, it's more exciting. It's more exciting.
And I think for you as a coach or a player to prove yourself, you have to be in that league. That's why everyone wants to go there. You want to compete with the best because. The attraction is too much.
Yeah.
And you have to be there for you to be considered among the best. Yeah, if you make it in Premier League, man, just like we always say, if you survive in Kenya, you can survive anywhere in the world.
That's what they say. So Nagelsmann was sacked, bana. I mean, bro, me Congo I can make sense, but anyways, it's fine. So
kuna team zingine, like even if you see his record,
Bayern ni kama tu Spurs.
If you see his record,
coaches wanaenda tu.
Yeah, if you see his record at Bayern Munich, he lost 2 matches in previous 8 matches, right? And he has a good record in Champions League. But bado alienda.
Yeah, he's second in the league.
Yeah, he's second in the league.
So maybe because of that, the guys are like,
maybe because of that. So kuna this team, a team like Bayern Munich, man. I think they don't sustain the fact that there's another competitor mwenye kwa mbele yetu.
Well,
they take it too serious, huh?
Well, big club mentality.
Yeah, big club.
It doesn't matter who the manager is. Where is she, bana? Where is she? But you see,
unataka Liverpool kwa hiyo discussion.
Well, Liverpool have the right manager for them right now. This is a manager who understands the club. He understands the culture of the club.
Nagelsmann understood the
pretty
same,
much built the club.
Nagelsmann understood the same, but now.
But right now, let me think about this. If you're Nagelsmann, with the problems that club right now is facing, wouldn't you like to wait it out until the summer to know or find out about club's fate? Tujue kama umse atabaki ama ataishia?
Yeah, exactly. I think.
Or go to Spurs, to clubs when you hawako motivated enough to win anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, at Liverpool, they're competitors.
Yeah, competitors.
Champions League every season, at least watakosa kufika in the semis or the quarters or even in the final after every 2 years. So you think about that. Ukiwa Nagelsmann, where would you rather go?
Kwenda Spurs manzeni tricky.
Plus itakuwa poa as a German coach going to a club wenye the previous coach, the previous coach is a German, and they pretty much have sort of the same style when it comes to pressing and other things. So hatahitaji kufanya mambo mengi sana. So if you're Nagelsmann, I think you'd want to go to Liverpool. Wait it out, go to Liverpool.
Is there a possibility of Klopp leaving that club?
I don't think so.
I don't even think
but
so.
He
too,
would.
Because I think
he would. I think he would want to take the break because even Bayern kama walikuwa wanataka Klopp aende kule. So maybe that.
Maybe that. Yeah.
Plus Ancelotti pia inaweza toka. So
I even heard
sort of a good.
There was a rumor that he would want to join the Brazilian side, national team.
Yeah, nimesikia hizo rumors, but then the Brazilians.
Are you not scared of him there?
Anaweza shinda World Cup, but I don't think Brazil would have a coach who is not Brazilian.
I think
to
they
manage
would try.
The national team. Why?
I think they would try.
I don't think so. Brazilians have their own pride. Like,
they have their own pride, but I think
manager.
They would want him. I think they would want him.
They would fancy having Ancelotti.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of the talent they have, our players on your cup, you don't need to kuambia mambo mingi. Plus international football, you don't require tactics as much. But
I would have Ancelotti at my club, man, at every moment, or my national team. I think there is something about him which the other coaches don't.
Yake tu ni man management. I think that is like his greatest.
Yeah. And
his greatest.
And that's how you bring the best out of players.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
And for a national team, I think you need that because you are dealing with the best egos in every league.
So now Tuchel is back to haunt Guardiola again in the Champions League. I mean, unapata Guardiola nafika to these matches, the Champions League, especially at later stages, then another ku overthink then anapata na mse kama Tuchel wase wako focus wanajua we are going to stop them from playing here and here, low blocks nini na nini, plus the quality, plus the quality they have at Bayern, so
and I think
it could work.
The pressure too, the pressure might be too much for Guardiola facing Tuchel, because the fact that for Guardiola it's about now breaking that norm of him not succeeding or winning the Champions League despite being a top coach away from Barcelona. He failed at Bayern, and right now there's a possibility.
What do you mean he failed at Bayern?
Alishindwa kubeba Champions League with the best team at that moment.
So by that qualifies as a fail.
Exactly, and that's why he said that's why he said he would want to win the Champions League with Man City kuliko league.
Well, tell you this, any coach would want to win the Champions League.
He wants to prove something.
But failure. The whole time alikuwa huko alishinda Bundesliga, I think.
Kwa nini kushinda Champions League kama alishinda nyingine?
I think maybe there's a season he might have missed it.
What would be his biggest regret as a Bayern coach? Not winning the Champions League.
Of course not winning. Definitely, yes.
So and I think that now become a pressure. I want to do it. I want to do it with Man City. I want to do it. And I think right now that is the only thing that is keeping him at Man City, because he want to prove it. He want to prove that he can win it.
I don't think that's the only reason. I think the other reason would be that...
one of the reasons, right?
Of course, one of the reasons. But right now, I think one of the major reasons why he's still at City is because
pesa ni mzuri.
Wachana mambo ya pesa. He feels this project.
Pesa bro. Pesa ni serious.
Check.
But then you need to tell them saizi ni pesa ime to hold, tunafaa tukue mahali.
So like anyways, like I was saying, so for Guardiola, maybe he feels that he owns this City project. Because Mali ametoka now up to this point.
What do you mean Mali ametoka now? I think mwenye alitoka nao mahali ni Mancini.
Bro, hiyo ilishaisha. That era is finished.
Yendo aliyeka.
But now,
go ahead.
How Man City was playing then and how Man City has been playing since Guardiola took over.
Hakuna team
contrasting styles.
Hakuna team inacheza the same way vile walikuwa wanacheza 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. But now,
exactly, so you can't say.
But now, we can't say he wasn't visualize. Can you remember how City was playing with kina Mancini na nani na nani?
Of course,
in your mind.
Hata Arsenal ilikuwa inacheza the same.
With nani?
Yeah, hata ilikuwa inacheza the same way.
How they are playing now, of course.
Kidogo,
but Arsenal even then, they had the ball with Wenger.
Yeah.
Against any opponent they were playing, they always had the ball. So Arsenal has always been a possession-based attacking club, right? It's only that right now imekuwa a bit different, tactics maybe zimeongezeka here and there. Also I feel like Arteta is a better coach than Wenger. Only Wenger is a better manager. That's what I think. That's what I believe. But back to what I was saying about Guardiola and City. Ngoja. Even now, uambie mtoi ama just hata mtu mzima.
Hata vile unajichanganya.
Ngoja mimi sichanganye. Mimi nakushtua tu. Nakuongea tu kweli. Check it. Right now, the way City are playing, that is the identity of Manchester City right now. Na itakuwa hivyo for years. Even saizi wakisema okay, Guardiola is going away. They're not getting a manager mwenye hawezi fit into that style enye Guardiola ameleta into the club and the cultures. It's not going to change. So maybe that. So Guardiola is going to be here for a long time. This is his project.
Yeah, it is his project, but I think now it's not about replacing him with the style. It's every manager, that is the modern type of football that most managers right now are playing. So
except umesahau to mention that Guardiola ndio amefanya all these other managers now are playing the way they're playing because of Guardiola. Guardiola has changed the game, literally.
No, like we never fail to have once in a while change kama hiyo. Like for old school type of management, like Kina Ferguson, Arsene Wenger was different from all of them.
Yeah, of course.
And football changed from that perspective.
Yeah,
so
of course.
You can't say that right now you won't get the watu kama kina Nagelsmann. Even this guy this guy Will Still, his team get fines every time he plays because he hasn't turned pro yet. Warems. See, is that type of a player of a coach too. I think we are moving towards a different type of football that might even make the best managers right now irrelevant in 10 years to come.
Well, tutajua tu hiyo 10 years ikifika.
Tutakuwa tu hapa.
Until then. So before we are done with this international bit, so France appointed I'm selected Mbappe as the new skipper.
Yeah.
And then in the process they overlooked Msekama Griezmann, a senior player in the team, mwenye amekuwa the team for a long time, and they chose to give it to a 23-24-year-old kid. Like, you are the captain now, boy. Lead the nation. I don't know what you feel about that.
Sijui, but for me, I think with the kind of ego that young man has right now, it was too early for him to be given that. Of course, he was heading there. It was to be the captain in the next 2 or 3 years. But
eventually
he would have been.
Well, it came
so
early,
I thought it would have been Griezmann would have been the best option right now.
Okay.
Right now for like 2-3 years or 2 years or even a year. Ikifika mahali now he wouldn't be selected anymore, then I think hata angekuwa assistant basi. Angekuwa assistant captain, but I think whatever they did there, they have their own reasons, but I think niku massage ego. Maybe they were just massaging his ego.
Well, managing Mbappe si rahisi.
Yeah.
But I think ego yake imepunguka kidogo now with Messi at PSG. Since, Messi is the bigger player, has pretty much won everything.
Yeah.
So him being there, of course, maybe it kind of takes away the attention in Mbappe.
But it's a different scenario with the national team.
The
national team is everything. And sometimes, at a national level, these best players are rarely made, with an exception of the likes of Luis Figo, Zidane, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi. Most of the best players are rarely made captains until they reach a certain point. For someone like Rooney and Harry Kane, they were never made captain until they reach a certain period, wamefika 28, 29. Yeah, that's when.
But ukiangalia kumekuwa na some players who became captain
at a very tender age.
Kama Neymar was what, 22?
Yeah, at 22 he was the captain. But you see how
Ronaldo Pia
with
Portugal.
Yeah, and I am saying there's this crop of players that I mentioned earlier, the likes of Luis Figo and Zidane, they were matured. So their kind of captaincy was a bit ilikuwa successful compared to these guys who were met earlier. Because basically, what would you say of Neymar's reign as a captain for Brazil?
Well, they won the Olympic gold medal.
So you can basically, I would think ingekuwa a bit different for him having starred in that team, but not the captain. So that's what I'm thinking with
for Neymar, I think pia ilikuja ikamweka under a lot of pressure.
Exactly.
Until he had to give it up.
He had to give it up. It's too much for it's like you are carrying the entire Brazil and the entire Brazil on your shoulders every moment, every match. So I think for some players, for you to get the best out of some players, you have to put them under a certain kind of leadership when you wako to. For someone like Rooney, we imagine Rooney getting captaincy at 24. He was doing a lot of things. He was the best player for his club and country, but he was yet a captain. No, you see, because there is that pressure that comes, and that pressure might not give you time to be yourself.
But let's not take anything away from Mbappe. The people close to him wanasema he's a natural born leader. Yeah, and you can see even in the field.
Of course, we have to look on two sides to avoid being so judgmental on him. It might be the best decision that the management has ever made for him.
Yeah, for the nation.
For the nation. Yeah, it might turn out to be the best. So let's wait and see.
So even Brazil, they now have a new captain, Casemiro, and in his first match he lost to Morocco. Mtu wako wa Man U. Alikula tu mbili, just two, yani two kwa.
Mambo hufanyika. We lost to the best African team.
Well, right now Morocco are one of the best teams in the world.
Yeah, exactly. So
In the world.
losing to Morocco, like I wouldn't say it's a bigger disappointment for Casemiro as a captain.
Okay.
Yeah, to some extent you have to give credit where it's due. Yeah, I at least I understand Casemiro behave kama Rodri.
Rodri ameenda kulialia huko.
Rodri unaenda kulialia na wewe ndo captain. Hiyo waachia mafans. As a captain hata kama ball ilikuwa imetoka nje ufungwe like
lakini see everyone has a right to
okay your opinion but lakini hiyo opinion yenye ina turn out kuwa kilio like man up.
Okay, so now let's do this. No time kimbia hapa. So before we go, let's take a look at this weekend's matches we go through. But then quick predictions. Tuone vile hizi matches zitaenda. So United versus Newcastle FC. This is on Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah.
How do you see this one going?
It's a tough one. I'm here to represent.
Well, Newcastle, I think they're getting their revenge this Sunday.
Revenge ya cup?
See, for their loss in the final.
Oh, I think tutashinda 2-1 maybe.
2-1. Yeah, I'm saying 2-1 to Newcastle.
2-1.
2-1 to Newcastle.
1-2.
1-2.
We are away.
And then early kickoff on Saturday, Liverpool versus City.
By the way, they are not live streaming it, right?
Well,
they are not itakuwa
it depends. So for
live
us,
coverage
for us it's early kickoff.
Yeah.
We're having this match at 3:30.
2. We're having it at 2:45 I think.
2:45 or 3:30, bro.
Here.
Local time.
Local time we're having it 2:45.
Not 3:30?
Not 3:30, I don't think.
Okay, so we'll find out. Anyways, so you want to talk about how in the UK they have most people don't really don't know
notice,
this.
People don't
but
know
in the UK they have football blackout.
Yeah.
Like between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m.
5:20 I think.
5:20, yeah. It's in the law.
Yeah, it is
like
in the law.
Hakuna football kwa TV.
Hakuna football kwa TV your time. This law came about back in the 1960s when television sets were kind of thing that was coming up then. So every household used to have it. And for them, they come up with the law that hawatakuwa kionyesha games at during that time because they tend to believe maybe to family time or you get to do.
So that's the reasoning behind it, eh?
Yeah, I think one of the reasons in a faikwe time and there are not live matches to be broadcasted at that moment, so ikakuwa ni blackout. So in most cases this guy saa zingine if you are not in the stadium, home or won game.
Yeah, so wanasema buy ticket bana when
buy ticket when they won a game.
But if your team is playing during that time, you're not going to see it.
Na pia they're taking the clubs are taking advantage of that because the fee would be a little bit higher compared to the rest of the matches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So wanasema actually they did a study or research and they found out that this is one of the reasons why piracy not piracy, illegal football
streaming
imeenda juu in the UK. Even some people have to be jailed. There's a guy who used to own the what is it called, this streaming site nimesahau vile inaitwa, but this guy had connected like local pubs and bars like in a town stock in this town ameconnect mabars, amewaikia hizo illegal streams ameconnect to illegal football, wase wana watch my game hizo masaa.
So hiyo time ya blackout wase wako kwa pub wana watch.
Wase wana watch my game.
No.
Because some tafanya nini kama mwezi attend matches. So his bars wakapatikana, then this guy was found, alifungwa 7 years. Then I think in 2021 another guy pia was found when alikuwa na run some illegal website.
So these guys wanna come, they come up with these illegal sites za ku stream ball at least to bridge that gap in the society where watu waoni games.
So according to the Athletic wanasema between 16 and 74 years respondents walisema they watch wanatumia illegal streams to watch football because of vitu kama hizi. Plus pia it's expensive to watch football in the UK.
To attend a match ticket.
Even hata ku watch because wanaitwa nani, wase wa TV, kuna Amazon, kuna Sky, kuna BT. So imekuwa very expensive for them to watch their own football as compared to countries in like Germany, Spain, France. When you wanna watch Premier League content, unacheki. So for them it's cheaper. Now they get to watch hii match yenye watch like during matches between ziko kwa hii period ya illegal the blackout. Other guys get to watch the match and they are watching it for well less, like even half the price. Less than half the price.
I think it's because as a country your broadcasting stations, they go negotiate. Then they are given those rights quite different compared to local content, local productions. So ni tricky bana. So lazima tuko na tiko uende study watch game. So most likely games the hiyo time was in a jar sana because you have to do everything kama hii game ya
supporters wao. Supporters wao kwa hivyo, especially for home matches. Si games ziko home.
Games ziko home.
Wase wanaenda wana watch depending, it doesn't matter time ni gani. Wase wataenda watch kama uko na tiko, especially season ticket holders, so you just
but go. Most likely there's likelihood that there would be an increase in numbers ikifall kwa blackout time.
Yes, because always watch anywhere.
Always watch anywhere, so you'll just have to buy the ticket and attend the match.
Attend the match, you can check your game. Anyway, so this Liverpool City, how do you see this one going?
Well, I think that's a decider for the title.
Decider for the title?
I think if City lose it, then wasau.
Well, Arsenal could still lose another match.
City now tabaki na 2 points because they would still lose to Liverpool.
Game iko hapo in Anfield. Tricky. First leg ilishaje? Mailikuwa draw.
Sikumbuki poa, but iko Anfield ama I think iko Etihad.
Okay.
I think iko Etihad because the Arsenal Liverpool itakuwa Anfield. So I think ni Etihad.
All right.
So at Etihad I would say Man City. I think Man City are winning that match.
You see Liverpool when they are playing these sort of big teams, they sort of seem kama wanaamka wanakuwa poa, but then wanapatana na timu ndogo hapa inawapeleka mbio akina Brentford fulani.
I think Liverpool only shows up when they are playing Manchester United
and Man City, bro. I mean those matches are like to die for.
I think Liverpool wanna show up to game ya Man U.
Okay.
Wana beef na sisi.
Well, nyinyi kwaone. It's only that nyinyi kwao nyao.
I think my prediction would be Man City win. Yeah, okay. Maybe 4-2 maybe. It's
okay.
Because Man City what I've noticed, Man City wakikufunga. Man City si timu ya kushinda 1-0 ama 2-0.
Alright.
Ni simu wanashinda na bigger margin. So I expect Pep to go score more goals because obviously Liverpool watafunga pia.
All right. So
we might end up witnessing 4-5 goals kwa hiyo single for that single match.
All right. So I want to say 2-0 to City. 2-0 to City. So
City winning, yeah.
All right, let's move. Arsenal leads.
That's Arsenal.
Real quick, Arsenal there.
No, Arsenal winning.
Okay. And finally, our last match to feature before tuende. Napoli versus Milan.
Wow.
The Serie A.
Blockbuster.
Well, this is sort of tweeting like a trailer
to
the Champions League quarterfinals match between the two.
Yeah. Man,
so this match will be on Sunday. And Napoli is pretty much running away with the Scudetto, so I feel maybe Napoli gets to win this one.
Yeah,
because game iko at the Maradona Stadium.
Yeah.
Naples. So I think Napoli wins this one. Alafu, like I said, Milan wanatoa Napoli. It doesn't matter how it happens, but they are kicking Napoli out of the Champions League.
Umecheza safe, at least you don't want us to look at you kama jamaa ko biased.
Si ati mimi niko biased. It's how I see it. So Napoli is going to give everything, unajua? Because
mimi naona this one, like the way you were saying, basically Napoli right now wako na ni 21 gap, 21 points.
Imefika 21 kweli ama ni 18?
18.
Hebu
Nani walishinda
I'm
the
not
previous
sure, I'm
match? The previous
Milan.
Milan walishinda the previous match.
I think so.
Kama walishinda then I think it's 18.
No, they actually lost.
They lost.
They lost to Udinese.
If they lost
If
to
I'm not
Udinese,
wrong,
yeah.
I think Udinese.
So then it means
Yeah.
21. So
Okay.
I don't see any impact sana. I don't see kama kuna if it's a decider unless equip for the Eagles. Yeah, unless equip for the Eagles. So I wouldn't be surprised Milan winning this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what tupatie prediction?
Milan
Milan wins
I
this
think
one.
Milan are winning it.
Aye.
Because
So
sidhani kama Napoli wata waste that energy. I would see them even resting the
akina nani? Sasa kina
Vicha.
Jina ni ngumu bana. Eh.
Vicha. Abu pronounce it. Vicha. Kvaratskhelia.
Hiyo labda nilipe ndo ni pronounce. Ndo niseme.
Yeah, Vicha Kvaratskhelia. Man, yeah. If he comes to England, then if he joins Man United, we just have to give him another.
Well, you know the guy, that guy.
We just have to. That guy.
That Napoli guy with the hardest name to pronounce. Anyways, guys, it's been real. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, share,
and comment.
Until next time. Cheers.